Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store, Mr. Jai Opetaia. Only a few weeks ago we saw you in this very venue. I bet if someone said in November you're going to be back here again, you probably would have laughed at them. You find yourself here. Can you quite believe it?
Oh man, it is pretty surreal, you know. Even when we were driving here, I sort of knew where I was going and stuff, so I feel like a bit of a local now.
Been in with Wembley in London. Let's talk about it. When did the phone first ring? When did you find out that there was a potential of you fighting December the 23rd? We hear all of this has been thrown together on very short notice. How quickly were you to say yes? When did you find out it was Ellis Zorro? What's the last week of negotiations been like?
They spoke about it about a week ago. Like they mentioned something, you know, but you know what boxing's like, there's words or words, but I reckon it was about 2 days ago they said that I was on the card, I had to get here. So, you know, we flew here from Australia, landed this morning, come do all this, secure the bag, and then we fly home tomorrow morning and get back into training. So
it's one of the greatest cards we've ever seen in world boxing as a whole. To be on something like this, obviously you showed to the world just how good you were in that fight with Jordan Thompson. Hardcores would have seen before, obviously in the Mairis Briedis fight, but to have sort of been selected as a real star and someone that they wanted on the show, hand-picked, you're honoured?
Man, I'm truly honoured, you know what I mean? And the whole fight night's just full of great fighters. You know, it's not one of those cross-platform or like social media things. It's every fighter up there has earned respect, and you know, to be on the same card as them, man, it's honestly something that I've manifested. You know what I mean? Being up there with names like that, fighting on the same cards, being a part of the biggest fights in the world, man, it's things that I've like sort of pictured in my head since I was a kid. So, you know, now it's happening. It's just about time.
I was very, very surprised to see that Ellis Zorro was the opponent. What do you make of him? What do you know of him? Have you seen much of him? Were you a bit surprised that that was the opponent?
Man, honestly, I have not even looked into him. I got told I was coming here to fight, so I said pretty much, where do I sign? You know what I mean? I want to be on this card. I just flew here straight away. So yeah, we'll go home. We get back into training. I'll sort of analyse his style and stuff and work on what we got to work on. But it's the same job for all of them. You know, it doesn't matter to us. We're here on a job. We're here on a mission to get the rest of these belts, and anyone in our way, we got to move.
What happens December 23rd when you get in the ring with Ellis Zorro?
Man, I'll just put on another clinic. You know, I'll box well, I'll box smart. If the knockout comes, it comes. You know, I don't like to make too much, you know, like jump to conclusions or anything like that, but I just got to be fit, smart, and be ready for anything.
I'm sure, obviously you never want to overlook anyone, but going into 2024 it will be the big unification clashes and sort of pushing maybe one day for that undisputed. We know that there is a situation with Briedis. I suppose firstly I should pick up on that. Do you still have to have that rematch?
Well, we were trying to fight Briedis on this card for the 23rd, but he said he was unable to fight, so then they gave me a different opponent. So, and if that fight happens, it happens. They said that it has to happen in February or something. So we just see what you know. It's boxing. You know, things are always changing. People are pulling out, changing dates. So we'll just see how we go. We'll focus on 23rd of December. Has my full focus at the moment.
That it does, but 2024, you want the unifications, you want to cement legacy in this division. A lot of people have done it and gone on to be history in the cruiserweight division. You want to add yourself to that name?
For sure. I'm definitely chasing these unification fights. Like I said, if anyone with the unification fight was good to go on the 23rd of December, I would have happily taken it. But, you know, we're here now and we're just looking forward. 23rd, we get the job done and then we focus on the next.
Always a gem. Pleasure to speaking to you. Can't believe so quickly after speaking to you in Wembley last time. I'm sure the flight from Riyadh to Riyadh won't be as bad as the one here. So look forward, get back safe, back to Australia, and we'll see you in December.